Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Saturday, which means it is time for another Nozz. Nozz dies inside because the lungs stopped working, which means it's time for more Promised Neverland Season 2. Oh boy. So on the last episode of Promised Neverland, we got back to our little walking hamburgers as they were running away from the monsters. And Emma almost died, and Ray almost died, and we learned that 8-year-olds are really, really not good at triage. Oh well, but at the very least, none of the little hamburgers died, so hey, that works. And they got saved by some vegan demons on their way to William Minerva. Is it gonna come back and bite them in the ass? Who knows? But we're partway through a genre change. So who knows what could happen. Let's get in here and let's see how they do, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go. Aniplex. I can't not. That's two Aniplex things we've got going on, like, this batch, I guess is a term. This season. Like, I don't know, like, does anyone else have, like, a thing like that where they just, like, they hear a thing and they can't help but, like, talk alongside it? 'Cause, jeez. I wonder if we're gonna see more children getting eaten. God, I hope so. Show it just, this show really can't really do what it needs to do without just a little bit of cannibalism going on, a little bit of child hamburger. God. Is it bad that, like, I've heard enough, like, anime openings that, like, I hear a song like this and I just hear generic noise? Like, this opening's really cool, but I don't know, man. Like, it sounds like any other anime opening. I kind of wish, like, more shows would, like, go out with, like, I don't know, something like a little, I don't know, like, Salsa Works stands out because, like, they're singing about, like, they're singing about the anime themselves, like, in character. That's pretty cool. Beastars Season 1 was, like, some sick jazz kind of thing. Like, you don't gotta be totally unique, but just a little something, you know? They might hurt themselves. I mean, my mans, I mean, you should know that you kind of look like the demon. Man, not even giving him a thank you. Not even giving him a thank you. Jeez. Yes, fatten those children up. Get them all nice and chonky so they can be devoured. So what do they eat? Like, I'm actually curious, like, what do these demons eat? It's almost as if being rescued from certain death is a really, really good fucking icebreaker. Like, I'm really getting, like, just, like, a World War II allegory thing, you know? Like, season 1 is the camps, and this one is the resistance. Not all Germans were Nazis, but yeah, a lot of them were. I mean, if the majority weren't, I mean, that wouldn't have happened, but still. Emma's like, damn it, this race war isn't gonna go the way I hoped. Oh, I like his teeth. If you like, but make sure you sit so your good side's facing. I'm not gonna repeat myself. Like, seriously, all you need to do is change, like, a couple of words. Oh no, they're Catholics. Oh, these guys better not be commies, I swear to God. That's a joke. Shit. So, like, there's no other humans hanging around? Like, our species are like giant cockroaches. You mean to tell me that... You mean to tell me that there is not a single group of humans just hanging out? Damn, 2016 must have been a fun time then, huh? From the distant year of 2016. God, that's just a fish. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is... That is... Since 1046... Yeah, I bet there's no way through, though. There's, like, no doors. They gonna find a way through, but like 1046, that is the Viking Age. Like, what human civilization was hanging out that was doing that? Like if it was like the modern day, then okay, yeah, fine. I could see like countries coming together and being like, okay, hang on, we'll make this decision. 1046 though. Like that's the Vikings. That's like Rome doesn't even exist anymore. Well, the Byzantines exist, but like the Byzantines aren't exactly in a space to do things. Actually, am I doing a dyscalculia again? I might be. Did Rome still exist? I mean, like, no, Rome fell. Rome had fallen by then. Rome had big fallen. I wonder if these guys are gonna become, they're gonna like start hanging out. I I I feel like this is just gonna. I feel like this is incredibly short-sighted. Save yourselves, get to the human world, and friggin' forget about the demon world. Get out. Stay out. Because if you free all the humans, then the demons are going to start the war up again, and I don't think the humans are going to be able to mount an offensive, because most humans are probably forgotten by now. Like, seriously, like, if I know humanity, and I know humanity after 1,000 years, nah, the humans don't know this stuff's going down. So the demons are gonna come through, and a bunch of people are gonna die for no reason. Hey, and they've actually finally learned how to maintain the wound. God, Gilda's out here with the yandere shit. Jesus. Ara ara? I mean, they're not wrong. He says he's going to super die. I mean, if they ain't gonna worry about themselves, someone has to, right? Damn, it's gonna get hard. It's gonna get weird when they reach, the age where they start hitting puberty. Cause, like, man, oh boy, calling themselves a family, that's gonna get awkward. So where are they getting this food from? Are they hunting the weird fish things? Damn, I can't believe Ray's the master chef. Where did they, like, seriously, like, how did this very specific Japanese tradition make it with these people? Like, was the deal made with with whatever wait, what was going on in Japan in 1046? Like, Meiji wasn't a thing yet. I don't think the Warring States period was a thing yet. I don't know enough Japanese history to tell. God, they're making bows and arrows. Hey, the little kid's got it. Man, I wonder if that kid can even make enough draw weight to, like, do anything worth a shit. Imagine if she let go and it just hit that kid in the mouth. Alright. So I've got 1046 pulled up. Okay, so that was the time of Pope Clement, but that's not Japan. Oh boy. There's a little beaver thing. She wants to learn how, yeah, she wants to learn how things do. Okay, so just like scanning like a thing of a timeline of Japan. So 1046 was like a period of a massive, like just wars going all up and down between each prefecture. So yeah, Japan isn't exactly in a position to make this deal. So how the hell did Itadakimasu go? Or did the demons go like, alright, can we take these dumbasses from this dipshit island over here? But in that case, how do we get names like Emma and all the other Germanic names? Man, sure is lucky that bird just sat there and waited for it to happen, huh? Rip in peace, bird. What? That is that is the most practical religious practice I've ever frigging heard. Like, holy shit. Like, damn, it's almost as if there's some kind of food chain. They did. Oh! Oh, this is the same flower they. It's the exact same flower that they use for humans. That's that's interesting. It drains out all the blood so that they're suited for transport. That's a pretty neat gimmick. All right. Oh Jesus. Yeah, no, that whew, whew, that's a big oof. Emma's back and she brought the bird. It's nothing. She just committed murder. It's fine. The innocence has left her eyes. There is only murder left. So, okay, so these guys, they have the same. Okay, so if the flowers are the same, that means that the human eating demons worship the same gods as Sonju and Mujika, but Sonju and Mujika, they're part of a sect that doesn't eat humans? Huh. 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 But yeah, that's a pretty practical like religious practice. It's weird. But like where do they get more of these flowers? Like, like I imagine like if they're traveling around, like unless you could just like harvest them, like then they grow everywhere. If you could just get Gupna flowers wherever, then A, it's not a problem, but yeah, like it's kind of like how in Islam what they do, like they to make a meat halal, what they do is um well, they'll drain the blood out of a creature, but the problem is they do it while the creature is alive. They hang it up by the feet and they slit its throat and they just let it all sploosh. So, it's which it leads to the creature thrashing and is very, very dangerous unless the creature is properly restrained, and it can, take someone with it. Plus, also, it can lead to the meat becoming tainted, which who boy. But this is kind of like a much more practical like way to do that. It is a flower that drains that can drain all of the blood out of a thing it is stabbed into, leaving a very, very tiny hole, like a little pinprick, and a body completely devoid of blood, which would then make the meat much easier to transport over distances and a lot less likely to spoil. So, shit, that is very, very neat. That is very, very cool. I mean, visual wise, the show is still good. I really like it. I do like that the kids are learning everything. Like everyone's like Ray's learning how to cook. A bunch of them are learning how to use bows and arrows. Emma learned how to hunt. They're learning about like the demons and the demons' culture, so they can know how to get away from. They're learning like why the demons are doing what they do, like with the flower and everything. Like it's really kind of cool. Like it's a really cool like world building kind of thing. And this was something that I was actually a little worried about, like going into this season. I was like, okay, so the only world building we got is them kind of hearing things and like just kind of like most of the world building we got was the lies they were told in the school, so or in the orphanage. So this season with them out in the world needed to like pick up a lot of slack and get a lot of world building done in a very small amount of time, and I feel like they're doing it. Like we've got progress, we've got character development, and we have world building all kind of intertwined with each other. So as Emma grows as a person, she learns more about the world, meaning we learn more about the world. And the more they learn about the world, the further in they go, and the more they have a goal and a thing to work towards and stuff to do. So they've intertwined everything really, really well and really, really solidly, and it is a really, really cool method of storytelling, and I like it a lot. It is very, very good. It is very, very well done so far, at the very least. We're only 2 episodes in, of course. I like Sanju and Mujika. They are fun. I imagine that seeing as they feature very heavily in the opening, they're probably going to stick around for quite a bit longer than they are saying here. So I imagine that something's going to happen that's going to lead to them having to go with our protagonists. And them having some people on their side, they're a little bit more, like, world-wise, would probably be a very, very good idea. So you know what? Hoping they stick around, and that's not just the opening being the opening. But who knows? Who knows on that one? The rest of the kids kind of like nutting up and being like, hey, assholes, we care about you dumbasses. Don't do anything stupid again. Like, I like that, and it shows that, like, despite the fact I know the names of none of them, like, Ray and Emma are the only ones whose names I have cared to learn. It is really nice to see that, like, they are still getting, like, characterization as a group. And, you know, and Gilda and what's-his-face, the brown kid, they got their you know, their stuff, their aspects, their character quirks, you know, and they're cool. I like them. Like, they're not, you know, the most standout characters, but I like them. And the fact that, like, the author went out of their way to ensure that every kid here has a personality, even if they're not completely distinct. And like when you have a cast this large, it is very, very easy to allow people to fall to the wayside. And while the focus is still very, very clearly on Ray, Emma, Sanju, and Mujika, the fact that everyone else is in the background and they're not just an amorphous blob of fucking bland character, and you know, like, and they're just forgettable, like the fact that like you couldn't just rip them out of whatever scene they're in and the scene would continue on regardless. That is a pretty good strength of characterization. So really, really well done there. Learning about the religion was cool. Learning about like the split between humans is kind of cool. I think the only thing that really messes with me is the fact that this the split between worlds happened in 1046, and I deadass like the world was not united enough for that to happen in 1046. Like, if it happened in, like, the 1900s or even, like, the 1800s, then maybe. But, like, the fucking 1000s? No? Like, okay. So, I'm gonna, like, so I only have, like, Japan here. But, like, the fact that they speak Japanese, they have Japanese customs, and this is a Japanese show, probably means that the person writing this would probably go by you know, Eastern stuff, right? China at this point in time, I'm pretty sure is still fractured, so China couldn't have done it. Korea doesn't exist. Like, I think Korea is like just functionally China at this point. Vietnam, I think, isn't really a thing. like most like Asian countries do not exist in a unified form at this point. It's a very big warring period, as far as I'm aware. So in 10,008, in 1008, the Tale of Genji is written. In 1019, the Toy invade northern Kyushu. 1028, Tadasune starts a 3-year-long war in Chiba Prefecture before surrendering. 1051, the former 9 Years' War, Zenkunen War, against rebellious Abe clan in Tohoku is started. 1069, the Ritsuryo system has completely failed due to encroachment by private manors. Emperor Go-Sanjo, land reform attempt is thwarted by Fujiwara no Yorimichi, signaling the terminal decline of imperial power. 1078, unification units of volume measurement. They didn't even have unified systems of measurement until 1074. God! In 1083, the fighting in Tohoku flares up again, resulting in the Gosanen War, later the 3-Year War. Like, Japan has an emperor, but everybody is so busy killing each other that no one cares. Yeah, so Japan can't do it, Rome can't do it, most of Europe can't do it, China can't do it, Native Americans are still doing cannibalism at this point in time, I'm pretty sure. And that's not me, being oh, colonization. No, actually, yeah, no, there was, a big flare-up of cannibalism in the Native Americans right about this time period. We don't know why. We assume it's because of a we assume it's because of a food shortage specifically on the West Coast, but we don't know. I think. Once again, I have dyscalculia, so off the top of my head, sometimes numbers get screwed around, so grain of salt on that one. But yeah, that's... So I want to know, what is this alternate history they're going with? I don't know. Because the Earth that they have is not the Earth that we have. Something else was going down in 1046. But yeah, so that's it. So, show good, show fun, looks good. Curious about the timeline, though, but that's really all I gotta say. So let me know what you thought of this down there in the comments, whether you liked it, you disliked it, or you want to bring up something I left out, because that's entirely possible. Oh boy. As always, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share on social media, tell your friends, hit the share button down below. If you want more content, there's a Cyberpunk Let's Play that's ongoing that got posted about 2 hours ago, and I believe there's a live stream today, so keep an eye out for that at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh boy. But yeah, so as always, I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today. And I will see you a round.